Dr. Lou Cella, sport and performance psychologist. I'm going to give you the two scariest things about football coaches in 2024. I come at you. I'm not one of these guys that wants you to trying to make everybody feel good about the coaching profession, because it is a broken profession. And the problem is, too many coaches think they're doing okay and they're not. Too many coaches think that they're the answer when in fact they're the problem. A lot of coaches think, oh, the kids are in the way right now, and if they just listened to me, we'd win big. Let me tell you something. More coaches are the problem than they are the solution. Here's the two scariest things right now about football coaches in 2024. Number one, and I've said this in other videos, but I'll repeat it. Too many coaches are afraid of their players. They're afraid of their players. And they cater to the players because, I'm sorry guys, there's too many coaches out there that grew up without a strong father in their life, and they want to be accepted by everybody. They want to be everybody's friend. They want to make sure that the players like them. So they placate them. They massage their egos. They try to make everything win-win. And the problem is that makes you a big brother and not a father. These kids need a strong, masculine, high testosterone male. And guess what? A lot of times you got to tell the adolescent, no. Now, if you want to put your players in scenarios where you don't have to do that a lot, create an environment, not a culture, create an environment where players show up, you run play after play after play at practice, you constantly move, you never stop, and then they leave the field and they go home. You create a culture where all they do is practice the game and go home. Because when you do that, you create urgency, accuracy, and mindfulness, and you create a task-oriented environment where all your people can thrive and advance. When you work with your kids, it's got to be 100% work. The talking has to be minimal to non-existent. That's how you're going to eliminate that problem. But the point of the video is, the scariest thing about football coaches in 2024, number one, too many coaches are afraid of their players because they got rejected as a kid because they didn't have a strong father. Everybody has a father, guys. But a lot of guys didn't have a strong father, whether the father was not present or present but terrible. They didn't have a strong father, and because of that, they're seeking approval from other men, from women, from everybody. That's a problem. Got to overcome that to thrive and advance. And there's lots of people in the business world who had trash fathers and are millionaires and even billionaires now. The second scariest thing about football coaches in 2024, this scares the heck out of me, but boy, oh boy, it's more prevalent to me every day. Coaches overvalue their skill set over their mindset. Coaches value their skill set over their mindset by a lot. Coaches think if they have the skills, they're going to be okay. But the irony of it all is if you go on X, you go on Facebook, you go on anything where a coach has a social media account, all he's doing is posting motivational quotes about how the players need to change their mindset. That the player's mindset is not good enough and the players need to change their mindset. What about you, coach, changing your mindset? What about you learning how to be elite and how to then you become elite and then you create the elite performance environment? In the Bible, it's very clear. If you have a thorn in your eye and another person has a thorn in their eye, you take your thorn out of your eye first, then you can help the other person. Problem is, coaches don't do that. Because too many coaches, there's too much self-love, pride, and they think they're the answer to the test and the players are getting in the way. When in fact, they're the freaking problem. Now, mindset is infinitely more important than skill set. When you talk to millionaire and billionaire entrepreneurs, every single one you ever hear in an interview that says what's more important, mindset or skill set, they'll say mindset. And they put it on them. It's their mindset that's got to be infinitely better than skill set, because you need mindset to get skill set. I get questions about, Dr. Cella, why do you make all these videos about like how to think and really you don't talk about like how to run mid-triple against a two technique, but you talk about like what the coach has to do mentally to help himself. The reason is because there's a freaking crisis in mindset in the coaching profession. It's a mindset crisis. Too many coaches think they're doing okay, and they're not. And I'm going to tell you something, and I learned this a long time ago. The only clients I get now are people who want to change badly enough that they come to me and they allow me to help them. Because I help them in an infinite way change their mindset. Because until I can change their mindset, I can't change the way they act. It's a waste of time. Deliverance is for the desperate. Are you desperate to change the way you think? Are you desperate to change the way you act? Well, guess what? If you're desperate to change the way you act, I got to change the way you think. And let me tell you something. Yeah, I have a doctorate in sport performance psychology. Yeah, I've been a Christian for almost 20 years, but I try to improve every single day. Every single day I try to improve. Reading the Bible, prayer, reading from people that have done infinitely more than I've done in my life. And listen, I've done a lot. I've done triple option, 46 states, 2 Canadian provinces, DC, worked with multiple colleges doing this. But I'm always looking for a way to get better. All the time, every day, nonstop. Deliverance is for the desperate. Because when you're hungry to change the way you think, that is when you are going to start to see things in a different light. And you're going to be able to get closer to creating the elite performance environment. This video, the 2 scariest things about coaching in 2024. Number 1, too many coaches are afraid of their players because they're afraid of rejection. And number 2, too many coaches are overvaluing skill set over mindset. You can learn all the skills, but until you change the way you think and pick the right priorities, you're going to keep failing over and over and over. And too many coaches out there think that the kids are the problem when in fact they're the problem. Just because you grind and you work hard and you're tired at the end of the day doesn't mean you're doing what's right. Now, a lot of people go, well, you know, they're not going to be real happy with what I have to say. I don't freaking care, because I've learned one thing. The only people who call me up and become clients are the people who really want to change. They want to be elite. They want to do more with less. They accept that they're David, and they know they're fighting Goliaths, and they want to beat Goliath. They're the people I get. So I'm not afraid of offending anybody. The brutal truth is going to happen over and over and over on this YouTube channel, tripleoptionfootball.com, via social media. I'm going to give people the brutal truth about football coaching in 2024. The 2 biggest issues I see. Too many coaches are afraid of their players. Too many coaches are overvaluing skill set over mindset. That's the answer to the title of this video. Coaches, if you're ready to win big, and you've accepted your David, and you know you're fighting Goliath this year, pick up the phone and give me a call. My number's on the thumbnail of this video. So is my website, Triple Option Football Academy, Triple Option Football Academy Camps, where we can show you how. Go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials. You can see all the success stories that have come from the camps and the academy, and they're endless. And I keep putting them up on the YouTube channel, and I keep showing them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because if you're on this YouTube channel, I'm either going to get you to quit or commit. That simple. You're either going to quit or commit. You're going to see what all those coaches did with their football programs when they came and worked with me. I help people win every year. You bet I can help you win. Put your career in my hands. Call me now. See ya.